Hi, I'm Atsenza or Atsense. I previously called myself as Dark Art, but then I can change my name into something that is much more unique and something that is representing me myself. Art because you know when I was a kid, I always draw a lot of things, like complicated, detailed stuff, like the Transformers. A lot of those kids used to draw, and we used to like. And but I don't know if that talent still has in me. But I don't know if it has it. But if I do, then I could try. But and then essence basically comes from essence. It comes from Italian word essenza. Is it Italian? And it means essence or scent. So basically, just referring to a scent of perfumes that I'm going to review and the love of the perfumes that I have. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous because this is actually my first ever YouTube upload that has my face in it and reviewing fragrance. This is the first. So I'm a bit excited, a bit shy, I'm a bit nervous, but uh, probably I'm gonna get used to this. So, first of all, I'm gonna review about two of famous Frederic Malle perfumes, and they are Musc Ravageur and Promise by Frederic Malle. So, first of all, I'm gonna review about Musc Ravageur. First thing first, the opening. Actually, I've recorded myself doing my first impression of these two beautiful fragrances, but there's an issue. I my recorder doesn't pick up my voice, so it's kind of like my own mistake. I did not check first before I started recording. So basically, this will be my second impression because I can't really do another first impression because it's no longer legit. It's no longer it's gonna be fake first impression. I don't want to be acting like it's my first impression, so I'm just gonna do like a second impression about these perfumes. So yeah, Musk Ravageur. First things, the opening. When I first sprayed it, like around an hour ago, it smells sweet and animalic as hell. It is really, really animalic for my nose, but I like animalic scent. And it comes to me at first, it is quite slightly spicy and sweet, like cinnamon sweet. And then, of course, it comes with this a bit like a powdery notes, like kind of musky. And a lot of people are gonna agree or maybe say the same thing. A bit like cat piss, but in a pleasant, good way. It smells nice. It is not literally like a cat piss, but you get the idea when you actually smell this perfume. For me, it's pleasant. It's not too animalic. It's not too pissy for my taste. And now, right on the dry down, the cat piss note is kind of like blended in with the rest of the notes, like the cinnamon, a bit of the vanilla, and the rest of the like a lavender. I feel like there's some might be like citrus notes, and for me, it's a bit powdery, but not too powdery. It's just a bit, just slightly. I personally, I do not really enjoy too powdery fragrance. It reminds me of like a baby powder, but when I smell this, a lot of people say it's powdery, but I'm being honest, it's not too powdery at all. For me, it's sweet, smooth, a bit animalic, but also mature. What it is sexy, sensual, seductive fragrance. This is what it is. I can see like this fragrance is best suited for like a date night, maybe a special occasion, going out with your other half, and you might go to try this out. But it depends whether your partner is gonna like it or not. But yeah, but for office environment, I would not really recommend this. People might actually tr- tell you you're gonna smell like a cat piss or something, but I don't know because I haven't really tested this in the office environment. I will, and I might. I am that crazy. I do crazy stuff. I use literally oud and animalic scent to office and offend a lot of people and harass their nose. That's what I do a lot. And my colleagues already know me for that. So I'm going to test it soon because I really just got these today along with the promise. So for the Masque Ravageur, I would heavily recommend get a decant first or sample it first in boutique or retailers or any shop that might have Frederic Malle's perfumes in their collection. So that's about Masque Ravageur. It is sweet, sexy, seductive, a little bit animalic scent. It is really good for me. In my opinion, it's actually really good. It is really nice, beautiful fragrance. I've never smelled anything like this. It is really nice. For the second review of the second perfume that I have, man, boy oh boy, Frederic Miles Promise. I love this. This is a love at first sight. I would tell you that. Oh man, it is floral of the rose, but in a very beautiful, sweet way, but not too feminine. In my opinion, it's still held back around the feminism of the fragrance. It's more like a mature, a bit of a masculine scent. I think this is like a unisex fragrance, I believe, and ac- accompany that with the apple. It is crisp. It is juicy. This is creation by I believe Dominique Ropion. Is that how you spell his name? Dominique Ropion. He created a masterpiece right here. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's sweet, rosy, but masculine. On the first spray, it hits you with the apple note. It hits you with the rose. I believe there's two types of rose in this fragrance. It's either damask rose and a Turkish rose. So most people won't be able to tell. I mean, it's rose. Rose are literally roses, right? But they use a natural essence and oil of the roses to create this beautiful thing, and it just really stands out. And then accompanied it a little bit of like maybe slightly animalic notes in the background. Here, I'm gonna show you about the notes here. I actually forgot to put the one for the Masque Ravageur, but here it is for the promise. From the atomizer, I can really smell the rose in it. It's really nice. And the apple, it's really beautiful, really crisp, juicy apple. And then on my skin, I spread it on my right arm. I spread the Musc Ravageur on my left arm. And promise, on the dry down, after an hour, it is magnificent. It is beautiful. This is my kind of scent. This is the type of scent that I would really rock every day and having no care at all. It's really gorgeous, really beautiful. On the dry down, it comes off leathery, slightly animalic, and a hint of oud. I believe there's no oud in this fragrance. I've searched like online and did a little bit of research before I purchased the decant. They're not using oud. They're actually using cypriol oil or nagamota. I can see from the notes listed, and that's what comes off like an oud, but it's not oud. It's like an accord of oud, but comes from a natural oil. It is beautiful. It's magnificent. On the skin, it still has this slightly crispiness of the apple. It's still a bit of like a fruitiness, but the rose, it's on the background now. It's no longer like showing up to the front when you first spray it. And it's much more masculine now. Uh, I've had a different rose fragrance before. It's a Maison Crivelli Hibiscus Marjat. That is extremely sweet fragrance for me. I like it, I love it, but for me it's a little bit too feminine. So I gave it to my mother, and she loves it, obviously. But this one, I'm ready to commit a full bottle for this. Frederic Malle's promise. I promise you, pun intended. I really promise you, you will not regret it. If you like a rose fragrance, a little bit of a fruitiness, and slightly animalic, but not too animalic, get this. Promise. I promise you. I literally promising the promise for you. You're gonna enjoy this. For me, I really enjoy this. You know what? I'm gonna wear this till this bottle is done. Before it's done, I'm gonna get a full bottle. 15 mil, good enough. Well, why 15 mil? Why didn't you get 100 mil? God damn, you know how much that cost? 50 mil is good enough if you're on a little bit of a tight budget, but you want this fragrance and you love it. 50 mil is good enough for a year or two for if you have a good amount of collection of perfume and you have a good rotation of a perfume. So 50 mil is plenty. It can last you a long time, especially if you like only use it for maybe a special occasion or something, and maybe a date night. Then it will definitely last you a long time. I tell you, boy. Woo! Yeah, yeah, I'm going crazy about this fragrance, man. I don't care. I might wear this to sleep tonight. I am that insane about this fragrance. I love smelly water, bro. So yeah, Frederic Malle, two of this fragrance is a beautiful, magnificent, gorgeous, amazing fragrance. You will not regret it. For Musc Ravageur, I'm gonna recommend you to sample it first. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people are gonna uh, be like, "Oh, animalic, I love." No, you might not like it. So sample it first. If you're like into something like this, then you will love it definitely. For me myself, I like it. I kind of like it. But which one of these two I'm gonna get a full bottle for? Promise. Yeah, because that's my kind of fragrance that I've been looking for actually all this time. I'm looking for a unique, a slightly floral fragrance, but also masculine. So this one like kind of like checks the box for my kind of fragrance. And also, I think the performance is not an issue for Frederic Malle's perfumes. They have a pretty good longevity in performance, so I don't really have any comments about that because I just barely tested. So that's the reason why I also bought the decant so I can test the performance. And it's also a smart way to save money because if you blind bought it and you don't like the fragrance, it's gonna be a waste. And you're gonna hate yourself. And you're gonna throw everything away. No, don't do that. So yeah, promise. It's my choice. So that's my end of the video of me reviewing fragrance. Yeah, my first ever fragrance review that I upload in my YouTube channel. Actually, I've reviewed a few before in my Twitch. I think I reviewed a Velixer and I think it's Velixer and another one I can't really remember. I believe it's PDM, Parfum de Mali, Creed, Silver Mountain Water, and Oud Maracuja. So this is basically my third review, but this is the first video I'm gonna ever upload to my YouTube. A bit nervous, a bit shy, but I hope I'm gonna get used to it. So please do follow me on my Twitch, and also do subscribe if you like my content, you like my review. Do support me, and I really appreciate if you do. So thank you guys. Bye.